John Boy and Jake Radio, where we record the show in the studio. Jake, how you doing?
Good morning, James.
It is Wednesday, June 20-something. Baseball is back. Jake's got his Cole 45 tank on. Nice hair, headphones, scraggly facial hair. Looking good.
I got some compliments on this facial hair look yesterday, which is rare, and the couple people that did compliment it had to say, I'm not even joking, which is a good way of saying you're pretty ugly.
Yeah. I know you would assume I'm joking.
You
when
look
I
pretty good. I like that look.
Yeah.
I'm not even fucking with you.
Yeah.
Why would...
I know the assumption is that all compliments directed towards you are
anyone
a joke.
talking about your look, it must be a joke.
I thought yesterday, your facial hair is still not doing it for me, but yesterday the clip that Lauren posted about sucking face in Central Park, I saw that and I was like, Jake's hair looks pretty good.
SNFITP.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know. It's got a little southern flip going right now. The facial hair is so tricky. It does
have a little southern flip. You look like a little southern boy.
A little southern boy. The facial hair is real tricky because you're right. My facial hair doesn't grow, as we've shown on repeat throughout this 3-year process. But there is a fine line once the mustache takes a baby step forward. And that was yesterday to today. Yesterday is like, okay, so it's, maybe still a little shadowy. Maybe if he was a grown-up, you'd think maybe he shaved this morning. Today, it fully kicks into, like, sophomore year high school first mustache coming in. Like, tell your buddy, hey, it's time to shave for the first time.
And the hair, while good, is like a young person's hairstyle.
It's a young person's hair.
So when you can't grow the full, you just drop even younger.
Yeah.
But the hair looks nice.
Jake sucks.
Jake sucks.
I'm doing okay. Baseball's officially back. I don't know. Kind of funny that's a statement. We'll probably talk about that a little bit with sports. We got more and more deets on that. That's exciting. COVID is the biggest fear, and it should have been the biggest fear.
Yeah.
So we're back there. I'm doing okay. Hit Starbucks early. Is Starbucks canceled? I feel like that happened one of these recent weekends.
Why?
They did something. Do
they
you know?
Use dumb phrases?
Yeah, they banned their employees from wearing anything for Black Lives Matter and stuff.
They did?
Yeah. I don't know if there's official Starbucks uniform stuff and it's they're supposed to wear a shirt and if people aren't wearing it. I don't know what if there's more to it.
I remember seeing it on the internet that Starbucks got canceled. I don't know, they're giant business. Dude, half the pro sports teams couldn't even mutter the words Black Lives Matter.
What a pathetic. Starbucks sucks anyway.
Yeah, I don't love it. It's literally under my apartment. And dude, I don't adapt to anything, but because I was forced to use the mobile app, now I kind of like it. Like it's grab and go coffee.
The Dunkin' mobile app's pretty good too.
Yeah, I assume so.
I've never used it, but my dad does, and every time he does, when we're going to play disc golf, he's like, "Oh, let's order ahead of time. We'll go in and grab it."
Pretty good.
It's like a 10-person line, and I cut in front. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I use the mobile app." And they're like, "Oh." And then I'm like, actually, my dad did because he's
the two I pass on my. So I pass a Starbucks and I pass Dunkin' after my train route. The Dunkin's always pretty packed though, too packed, and the Starbucks has been very empty.
Yeah.
Because of COVID-19. So been doing that.
I'm a coffee snob, but I like bad coffee. Isn't that weird?
A little bit. I mean, I think there's been something for years that, that diner coffee, I think is the phrase.
That's what I like.
Just regular coffee. Yeah. That hits better for a lot of people. I think,
But Katie's dad always makes fun of me because he gets beans from Ethiopia and picks them.
He's a craft coffee.
Yeah. And I'm like, I just like diner coffee.
Yeah, it's the Bud Light of coffees.
I think we're getting a coffee sponsorship for morning, so hopefully that's good coffee.
Like that.
And if we do, it's fantastic.
So that's good. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Had we got another ESPN screener for a baseball movie they have coming out. This one is kind of about Koshian. We're going to do that interview. It'll be on Talking Baseball. The concept of Koshian is awesome. It's like everything you and I kind of dream about. It's basically Japan's high school baseball tournament, single elimination, like everybody in. It's like the dream.
It's awesome.
I don't know. They kind of got locked in on a couple things on the story, which wasn't great, but that'll be out. So watched some of that last night. It was all subtitles. I texted you this. I didn't think I've watched any full subtitled movies. I've watched one. I watched the movie this year that won all the awards. Parasite.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that a lot. So
it was a little like, oh, it's all subtitles.
It's
I don't know why, because Katie wanted to watch casually, and I was going to watch it while playing with Mac,
the
dog. Because Katie was trying to give me shit that I don't play with Mac enough. I'm like, get out of here. We spend our mornings together. Yeah. She's like very, very much. Did I show you the video of them playing hide and seek?
I don't think so. No.
I can show you at halftime if you're interested. It's a game they play.
Sure.
And it is pretty fun.
Traditional game.
Yeah. So I was gonna be listening and then doing something else, and I was like, oh, it's all subtitles.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, Katie, this is a thing. I need to watch this. We're interviewing the director tomorrow, and I just gotta sit here and watch this.
Yeah, and I think that was I said that when I watched Parasite. It's actually it's a good movie, but I think part of the allure to it is you have to pay attention. You can't really text during it. You can't be doing something else. And this was the same thing, and I think that for you and I mean the same thing. I was planning on doing something in the background while watching it, and then it's like, oh.
News broke, so I'm getting my tweets out, looking at fun baseball stuff, and every time I do that, and then I'm looking at the replies, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't read the last 5 conversations of this movie.
Yeah, So you mentioned you rewinded 15 times or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, it was the start. The computer just didn't click in. I watched the first 30 seconds 5 times. Just because I was like, okay.
And then was that when you text us? You're like, oh.
Yes. I was like, okay, gotta lock in. I was a little stoned, a little tired, made it through 30 minutes. So then I got an early start on today, which was nice. And got my coffee and came into the office. Sausage, egg, and sneeze. So I'm all right. I think we got a big day today. Gearing up.
We gave Mac a bath yesterday.
Ooh, how was that?
He didn't like it, but he wasn't bad.
Did he go gremlin mode after?
He's 3 days in a row right now where he's like a trained dog.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it's wild.
Yeah.
It's not going to last, we know it, but he's
smart.
He sits. When I wake up, it used to be last week, it was 5 a.m., he'd be jumping on my side of the bed waiting for me. And I've been pretty stern at not reacting to that and waiting for him to sit, and then I'll hang out with him and give him all the love in the world. So now when I wake up at 6, he's given me an hour back of sleep, which is awesome. My alarm goes off. I hear, I open my eyes, and he's sitting at the foot of the bed just looking at me. He's like, are we going to go out?
That's nice. Or the start of a scary movie.
Yeah. But no, it's good. So we gave him a bath. He's going to the vet today, which is good because he wants to play with every other dog, and he can't right now. It's like, come on. Dude, I opened up my phone to find this video, and it's just, the iPhone does memories?
Sure.
So it's Jake and me over the years. So it's just a fucking montage of our friendship.
Good, clean content. Tell me more about the bath times.
He wanted to get out, so he was like, we were sitting in the tub with him, and he was paws on my thigh trying to get out, but I was blocking it with my leg. Just kind of scratching my thigh up. I wonder if I have any marks. No.
Thigh day.
Pussy. And then Katie was doing shampoo. He's got a lot of fur.
Yeah.
So Katie was doing shampoo. I did the eyes. He got those eye boogers, They were like, I got to get those out. That was my dad's job with Zimmer, ripping the eye boogers out. Yeah. So, I feel bad because I was like, I guess I have to do this now. But he was good.
Big eye booger home.
Katie dropped him when she's not going to want me to share that with you.
Oh, my God.
I was showering.
Sure.
I hear blood-curdling scream, and then the dog's barking and crying. I ripped the shower. Like, what? Yeah. I thought someone came in. My mind jumps to, it sounded like someone came in the apartment or like someone's like outside the window.
Right.
But she didn't drop him. He fucking jumped out of her arms, which is what I was telling you with the window.
Puppy.
Yeah, he's a puppy. So, and then she's like, she gets so upset.
Right.
Well, he's fine.
Yeah.
She got really upset because he came running to me and I was in the shower.
Sure.
Just like needed love and he was scared, and then that broke her heart a little bit.
Yep.
So it was very dramatic where I was like in the shower, and then Matt came running to me in the it was very weird.
Right.
And she was very upset.
Good
but I was
scene.
like, Katie, it's fine.
Good scene.
Like,
tough episode for Katie so far.
I told her she plays with them. She's the best.
We might have to call her at the halftime. Says you're not giving him enough love, and now you're leaking these stories. I mean, this is like the baseball owner stuff.
Watch this video. I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna watch this video. Okay, looks like McDougal. He sits. There's a paw. Back to the sit. Paw. Good boy. Some pets. Oh, okay. I like it.
So she gets him to sit, then lay,
Covers him with a towel.
covers him with the towel,
Escapes.
runs away, and then he has to find her. They do it like all day.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's old-fashioned fun. Noodle and Baths.
He doesn't like him?
You have those moments where, you feel emotions. People don't like the puppy-child comparison, but you feel relatable moments. And my father, over the years, has made a face that many times at the age of 2, the terrible 2s, that there was days when he wondered if it was going to be me or him. Like, we weren't both making it.
Whoa.
And one of Noodle's first bath experiences was very similar. Because I think Jess actually showered right after, and he goes full gremlin if he gets wet, whether it's rain, shower, nuts.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by full gremlin?
He's just full speed.
Oh.
Full speed, and just like a little more aggressive. Like everything's been turned up. All the knobs are broken. Like if you were in a car and the audio and the bass
Brakes were cut.
automatically turned up to 10.
And the brakes got cut.
And you couldn't, there's nothing you could do.
And the brakes got cut.
Maybe the brakes got cut.
Maybe. It sounds
Maybe.
like that could add some fun to it.
But yeah, it just came out, and like she could just tell by the look on my face. She was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Don't leave me alone if we bathe the dog."
Yeah, we did a team effort.
Yeah, and you got to. But
you got to.
He had won the war that day.
Nice. Good job.
So
1-0.
good job, Noodle.
What about when he bathes you?
We're still waiting on that. I don't know. My cleanliness runs high and low. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually on a pretty good streak.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go like a day or two without a shower sometimes.
I can pull a 2.5.
But like you could also work out and then sit in that for a couple hours.
I can.
That's something I like. Ugh.
I can. Yeah, I've been doing some double shower days. Don't love that.
I'm a double shower every day.
Don't love that.
I can't.
Dries things out a little too much.
I said that to you once, and you said that your Italian skin.
I mean, it does if you do it regularly.
Oh, I shower twice a day.
I know this.
Because I get too sweaty at night. Like I'm not gonna hit the pillow with
doubles,
sweat.
yeah.
That's how you get acne.
Yeah. Okay.
Katie's asking me for the grocery list. I said, she's like, "Do you want anything? I'm ordering food." I said, "Artichokes, onions, and chicken." Don't know why.
Ears are ringing.
Yeah. Dude, BBD has this in the banter section.
Yeah, this is kind of a big one.
It could have been news, but I went for banter. I wanted to make sure we discussed it.
All right. Rhode Island is trying to change the name of the state. The state of Rhode Island is moving to change its official name. The state of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations, due to its connection. That's its official name,
Right?
The state of Rhode Island.
That's kind of the news right there.
I was at first coming at it like, what's this going to be?
Right.
And then I thought they were going to change the name from Rhode Island to like bullshit border thieves. But they just want to take away the Providence Plantations part and just call it Rhode Island. Yeah, it seems fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems so
unopposed.
fair.
Because nobody knew anyways.
No. If you're fighting against this,
Yeah.
you gotta, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen people arguing against it. It's the only response I've seen is, since when was this the full name of the state? Do other states have weird full names?
Yes. Do other states have weird full names?
And they sort of do, but nothing like that. It's just like technically Massachusetts is Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I think Pennsylvania is the same.
So is everything just like state of Texas?
I think officially most of them are like that, yes.
State of California?
Official state names. List of U.S. state and territory nicknames. I want the official ones. Oh, okay. This seems bad. Alabama, the Cotton Plantation State.
Those are like the nicknames.
Nickname, yeah. Also the Yellowhammer State. I don't want to do the nicknames. I want the official. I didn't know that.
Looks like greenpapers.org. Greenpapers.com.
You have always gone to that site.
/statehood.phtml.
/SLG/statehood.
So this is where you get the things like, so American Samoa is on here, and it's the unincorporated territory of American Samoa.
Page not found for me.
Commonwealth of Kentucky, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas. Is that like the Trench? We've got that.
I don't know.
Huge. Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. Didn't know that one.
Annexation of Puerto Rico, one of the greatest football players.
So this site has Rhode Island as the state of Rhode Island. So I don't even know how good the source is anymore.
God damn it.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Let's go to the baseball and all the other sports as well.
Let's go to the baseball, he says. Well, let's do it. Let's do the fun stuff first. Baseball is back, and it's better than ever.
I've had that stuck in my head all day.
Baseball is back. Baseball's back. Boom! That's a little Frank Caliendo, John Madden. Hey, we're still in the sports banter. It's not a discussion yet. Baseball's plan is back. We got some more details on it. There will be a trade deadline. That surprised everyone. Couple new rules. Get your DH ready. Peanuts. Get your peanuts here. Kurt Schilling deletes his Twitter after getting in a feud with Trevor Bauer. The Schilling-Huff team. Talk about a bad presidential duo. Some corona news. Nikola Jokic has the coronavirus, along with Novak Djokovic. And that's bad times for Serbia. And, God, Joker threw a party. That situation is funny, but also you can't joke about it at all. Many teams are eyeing Boogie Cousins.
Baseball's back and it's better than ever. So I've had that song stuck in my head. Maybe we were singing it in the office. I don't know. Is everyone have that stuck in their head?
No.
I had that stuck in my head all. Did you, BBD? So maybe we were singing it in the office yesterday.
Maybe it was in the office at some point.
I wanted to tweet it out with like the music signs.
Sure.
But I just knew I was going to get, it's not better than ever.
Right.
60-game season is not better than ever.
Right.
So I didn't tweet it. But I used to collect Hess Trucks.
How about that?
I didn't.
Hess Trucks were big.
I didn't want to collect them. It was just like every Christmas I got the new Hess truck.
Were Hess Trucks big, or were they a lazy
gift?
Yeah.
And then once you have one, then your aunt gets to be like, I'm going to give you all of them.
I'll say this. What the Hess Trucks did well was they just had the smallest variations that made them appealing. And you're like, yeah, I kind of want to see the other one.
Classic.
That one's got bigger lights on it.
Hess Trucks back in its bed, and a great jingle.
Great jingle.
So, yeah, I had that baseball's back in my head nonstop. Where do you want to go?
What were you going to say? You've been waiting for the show because you were going to tweet out a video about this, but many teams are eyeing Boogie Cousins.
Yeah, smart. RJ Smith going to Lakers. Boogie Cousins got to go somewhere.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Yeah, he should go to the Kings.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Are they even in?
Don't
they are, but they just signed Corey Brewer yesterday.
Why did Schilling delete his Twitter?
I mean, he probably got lit up by everyone.
He won. He was the more sensical person in the Bauer debate.
Oh, a little bit.
Unless I missed like an ending.
Bauer dropped like the age 28 stats.
When he was a reliever.
Who?
Schilling was a reliever for his first 2 seasons. Like, those stats were a terrible look for Bauer.
Not really. I mean, if you're
and
talking
then Bauer
about
did the your and
when
your,
they're coming out
like,
at your career,
Trev.
when you're coming at where you're at in your career, and Schilling says
Schilling would be a Hall of Famer if he wasn't an asshole.
yes, and Schilling had an incredible second half of his career, which Trevor Bauer could. Not saying he will, but when they're shitting on his career, Curt Schilling does that. He can say, "Hey, where I'm at in life, I've currently beat you."
Nah.
And that's fair. That's completely fair.
Comparing innings pitched when one dude was a reliever and the other was a starter is, like, stupid. Trev's got like, I love that he has a voice and he uses it and voices his opinion, but going to Twitter battles with Schilling and Huff, like, there's no winning that. And then at the end saying, oh, yeah, I have a low IQ, you can't even get the right your, like, oh,
yeah, I mean,
no,
you can't go
Bauer.
your.
You lose instantly if you call out a typo or grammatical error. You are the biggest loser on Twitter.
And I mean, that's what I have also in my head is like, Bauer's always going to be Bauer. Like, I don't know if it's glass ceiling or just how I believe he's going to argue, but like, he's the guy that's going to go for yours. I mean, Schilling had a chunk of starts by age 28. I think he had.
Yeah, but it was like like the first 2 seasons in Philly or LA.
Yeah, he started in the bullpen when he was young, Baltimore and Houston, but then he got a ton of starts. So I don't know. I think Curt Schilling came at him for baseball stuff, and at this point of his life, Trevor Bauer can counter that.
Yeah, sure, but don't. And like calling him Mr. Butt Kurt, like, Bauer, what are you like?
Yeah.
Calling him Mr. Butker and then doing your and your, I was like, this is so...
Yeah.
Like, instead of Bauer punching down and being the rational, correct person, he went lower than Kurt and then decided to punch up with just terrible...
He's fighting with 2 irrational guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's stupid.
That's the old loss from the start. But
yeah.
For baseball stuff, Bauer did fine.
And then, dude, that DM where someone DM'd Aubrey Huff with the Bofa stat,
yeah.
You didn't get him? Like, they're acting like, gotcha. You didn't, like, I don't know. I don't like Aubrey Huff and I don't like Curt Schilling, but like, we have a lot of people thinking they're getting them. Like, Aubrey Huff just said, I have no idea what that is.
Right.
So, like, he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're going too far. I mean, you have to take in the
dude, but like Bauer's retweeting
what Twitter is.
He's retweeting that as like a win. It's like Aubrey Huff was like, I don't know what that is, dude.
Yeah, it's a dumb joke.
It's funny.
Yeah, whenever all of those
you
dumb
didn't
jokes,
laugh at that.
all of those dumb jokes are in the same box. Like, there's never gonna be a Bofa D's nuts. Oh my god! Like, no, it's the same joke every time. It's a giggle. It's the same giggle. It's like, have you ever had
cringe?
Yeah, exhale a little at your
duck
nose.
sausage?
Call it a day.
Have you ever had duck sausage?
I know the end of that too. All of these are just cringy. They're not funny.
They're not cringe. It's a dumb joke is a dumb joke. And that's the whole point.
If you do both,
like you have dumb jokes you do that in your mind are funny that other people probably don't like. But the Bofa D's nuts, any D's nuts joke is not going for the jugular. It's a joke on a joke, basically.
Whatever, I'm out. I don't like that's just unoriginal and cringy. It's like recycling someone else's terrible joke. Sure. I didn't think that was anything to win about.
No, and I don't think Bauer's, I think Bauer retweeted that just to show the dumbness of Twitter.
Yeah, but who knows? Because then he's also calling out your and doing Mr. Buttkurt.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was like watching 8-year-olds fight.
It's exactly what it was.
I think it is nothing but losers in the entire mix.
There's no winner. Yeah, no I don't think anyone said that.
Oh, I think, Curt Schilling deleted his Twitter.
Right, because he was probably getting yelled at for not liking homosexuals and things like that.
That's bad.
So,
but also, like, he's been getting yelled at for that for
forever, and he's never
better part of a decade.
Right, but it probably tones down until, something like this starts circling the internet, and then Bauer's doing something, and we respect the effort, but at the same time, right now he's the voice, the player's voice on the internet, and we got to have more. Yeah. Because Bauer's also a different guy. I think he's probably the first to admit that, who's been traded from organizations because teams were like, I kind of can't work with this dude.
Yeah. Which is what Schilling said in one of his things.
Yeah. And again, everyone talking. I mean, like Canseco's next. Like that's the group we're working with.
I know, but
the bar isn't anywhere. The bar's below ground.
I had hopes that Bauer would not be lumped in with those guys, but he's very much. I don't think he wants to be.
You played yourself.
Yeah. Seahawks and Ravens are discussing Antonio Brown.
Good for Boogie Cousins. He's saying he's sitting out. Yeah, didn't mention that. Antonio Brown, man, that just got so bad so quick. He was a really good football player, but I don't know. If he gets fixed as a human, let him play football. That's normally where I stand.
Didn't I have a coffee cup?
I think so.
I poured a full coffee cup before the show to drink while the show.
Okay.
Fuck.
And go hunt it down.
Maybe during halftime I'll go hunt it down.
Think about it.
Maybe I'll slack Zach.
Slack Zach. Let's do your classic Serbian sports coverage. Did we do the whole Djokovic thing yesterday?
No, we didn't. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so Novak Djokovic, #1 tennis player in the world. Not sure of the official rankings, but like he is. And I think he is anyways.
It's up there.
I think he plays enough tennis. But he held like a tennis tournament in Serbia during Corona stuff, like full crowds, full everything. Just kind of like, And now he's got it. His wife has it. They threw like a party afterwards. Jokic, who he met with, had it. Wow, Slack Zach with the coffee.
Thank you, Zach.
He spit in that.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you for spitting in that.
Appreciate it very much.
But yeah, and there's like, I guess there's also a roundabout chance that Jokic and Djokovic shared it together, which would be like something. I don't know. It's kind of a classic for everyone spitting.
Jokic and Djokovic.
Yeah,
Confusing.
It's tough. It's a lot.
Joke and Joke? The Joke and Joke show.
Joker, yeah. I think they
The
both go by the
Jokers.
Joker.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Making out, giving each other Corona.
Party looked dope.
Did it?
Djokovic party. Yeah, he did like a whole thing. Like they did a whole like we're living life. Didn't work out.
Did you mention, or there's also the part of it, apparently Djokovic is a big no vaccines guy.
Yeah. No vax Djokovic. Yeah. A lot of people have been
What's
laying
no
into that.
vaccines?
Anti-vax.
Oh. I combine it as like a different word. Anti-vaxxer.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't even get it.
Yeah.
I had chicken pox.
Okay.
My brother didn't. So they created a cure, you know? So, like, I don't get it.
Okay.
Like, if they cure something,
sure,
accept it. You know?
Right.
That's my take on vaccines.
That's the whole...
Yeah.
That's your bottom line.
If they cure something...
Okay.
Be like, cool, thank you, doctors. I didn't want chicken pox. This is a great thing you've handed me.
Yeah.
That's just what my thoughts are.
That's fair.
Okay, great.
I won't argue on that.
Okay. Dude, I know we're going to talk on Talking Yanks and Talking Baseball about like all the new shit for baseball, but I just want to reiterate. I tweeted out the Yankees 30-man roster.
Yes.
And it was the most fun I've had thinking about the Yankees.
You were in deep. You're in deep.
I love that shit. I love it. And I'm very interested in how they're going to do roster transactions.
Yeah.
There's going to be a trade deadline that's crazy, dude.
That is crazy, man. I'm always up for my Jakey self-pat in the back. That was when all of this was first breaking. We have some friends in Major League Baseball. And we kind of had a trade. We were talking about trades, and you were kind of like, I mean, they're not going to do it, right? And I was like, it would be smart not to, but there's also a chance it could be really cool if you have teams in contention for the first time. We brought it to the people we know in baseball, and they're like, actually, I haven't heard anything about that. So yeah, it was a little bit surprising, and Twitter kind of came at it for a little bit. I think it's August 31st is the trade deadline.
Yeah, they moved it back.
It'll be interesting to see where the world is at in August 31st.
My early guess, and obviously this will change.
Sure.
I think it'll be very tame.
I do too.
And I think there might be like the guy has to okay it.
I think my bigger twist is that because my whole thing was like, hey, you're the Colorado Rockies. For them, this is a window. Story, Arenado. Let's say they get off to a hot start and there's a pitcher on the trade market like, hey, if the Rockies could run away with a title and this is the year, why not go get it? I think the bigger thing that's going to be problematic is there's going to be no scouting and no minor leagues.
Did you hear they're going to do that?
Well, I heard the Nashville thing.
Independent league.
Yes, but I'm talking about teams' top prospects. Like, if you're...
I think you're just out. It's better to be an independent league player than a minor leaguer.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. So say the Rockies want to go out and trade for Trevor Bauer. The Reds shit the bed this year.
Yeah.
And the Reds are like, all right, well, we want your top prospects, but none of them are playing baseball.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going to stop the trades.
Yeah. It's very interesting that a lot of these independent league players will have a better shot at the minors than some dude who crushed Double-A last year but isn't on the 40-man.
Well, and that's what we have to figure out with the non-roster invite guys and things like that, because this, and the Yankees had a ton of veteran catchers at their camp this year. Every team had some veteran non-roster invite catchers. They have relief pitchers. That's going to be really interesting to see how the league handles that. And yeah, we'll deep dive on Talking Baseball. We'll deep dive on the Yanks, but I know the Yankees have had a few veteran guys in their camp. David Hale, Dan Otero, who's pitched major league innings. And so the 40-man...
Even Schmidt, even Clark Schmidt.
Right, and the 40-man roster was created actually... Here's why the 40-man was created. It was created so teams wouldn't hoard prospects.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you have your major league roster on there, and then you have to protect some youth after a certain amount of years in the minors. So you couldn't just keep, your 30 top prospects in AAA and then say, all right, we're finally going for it. So it's going to be interesting. I feel like we still haven't gotten the final deets on that. I wonder if they open up another 5 spots for a third or fourth catcher or another middle reliever, things like that. Because
the taxi squad has to be a third catcher.
Right.
Travel squad.
Yeah. So I don't think you're going to put a third catcher on the 30-man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might expand the 40-man. And
it's 60.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and then I'm wondering if there could be final addendums to, because you start getting into health risks, a different kind of health risk. Some of these young pitchers, this will sound like a douchey old announcer. Some of these pitchers don't know where the ball's going. Ooh. So I mean, if you have a 21-year-old pitcher you protected,
Barbaric.
Let that word resound.
Let that word resound.
If you have a 21-year-old pitcher that doesn't know where the ball's going, like, nobody wants that. Like, each team would both rather have Dan Otero, who's a veteran.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm interested to see how that plays out. It is exciting. It's exciting to start thinking about baseball.
I think Clint's fucked.
Think so?
I think he's taxi squad.
I think injuries are going to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick.
Oh, yeah. Everything's going to change. But if it stands and Hicks, Judge, Stanton, Gardner, and Tauchman are healthy.
It's a stacked outfield.
Clint goes taxi squad with Kratzy, probably.
God. I'll throw you BP, Clint.
Kratz's whole career is a taxi squad. Ha!
He's probably going to have a blast.
Just veteran presence.
Get to play at the stadium?
Taxi squad.
I'm not in Peoria?
Yeah.
This is great.
Because I was talking with someone that they thought, like, on the 30-man, you probably have 3 catchers. And I was like, maybe. But, like, if a catcher gets hurt, you just bring the guy up. And then when the taxi squad was like, 1 has to be a third catcher, why would you put 3 on the 30-man?
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to have them with you the next day, you know.
Yeah.
You can bring them right in if there's an injury. So.
And,
All
like,
right.
just put, you know. Leagues get so scared of dumb addendums. Like, just put, like, hey, if both your catchers get hurt, you can use the third guy. Like, no one would care.
You're not going to fake the injury.
The league is so scared to do something. Like, doesn't hockey literally have that with, like, the emergency
there's
goalie?
an emergency, but he's for both teams.
Right. But still, that's...
Emergency catcher?
Nobody cares. Yeah. Keep one catcher at each stadium.
I don't know. I don't
That's
think it's
the dream.
I don't think it's the same as...
It's not exactly
because you have to call pitches.
Sure. But I mean, pitcher can call pitch. Coaches can call pitches. Like, you could get around that pretty quickly.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun. But yeah, you're right. They could just like make that a clause.
And that's, I mean, I kind of get that it's pro sports and you can't start getting that crazy. But at the same time, something like that, especially in a time like this, like no one would care.
Did you see Charlie Blackmon's wife or fiance or girlfriend? I think wife though.
COVID?
Yeah, she was like,
he's got it too, right? Didn't that come out?
No, but she was like, whoever leaked this is bullshit. That's
Sure.
his personal medical record.
Yeah.
She was calling out, you know, and it is.
Right.
Like when you really dive into it, because I saw some people like, well, journalists share news, and it's like, but who told that journalist?
Right.
Because that guy's fucked, and it's probably a team representative.
Yeah, and that was...
Why would you, like...
There was a joke early on, because whose agent told somebody, and they were like, what the hell? Is somebody in the NBA or NFL?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, it was Zeke.
He said his agent didn't tell anybody, but like confirmed it.
Yeah.
Someone else leaked it.
Schefter was like, I was told by his agent that Zeke has COVID, and Zeke replied and was like, HIPAA? And he's like, oh, dude, your agent told Shefty. So, but yeah, no, I mean, when you start going into all that stuff, it's pretty fucked.
The transaction unfreeze on Friday at noon.
Yeah.
Baseball would be smart to try and get teams, like someone signed Puig over the weekend.
Yeah.
Are there any other free agents out there?
There's a couple, there's a pitcher.
Make a trade. Someone make a weird trade. Just
oh my God, if they were just sitting on it during the whole Corona.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like when the
that's kind of fun.
I wanted to. I was tweeting that.
If GMs have just been fully operating, yeah, I like that.
Like
if baseball is smart, they'd do that.
Yes, the dam comes down and we get like 4.
Like Arenado to the Cardinals, I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what they should do. You know, because Puig now every team wants DH. You know,
teams need another hitter, and Puig can play the dude. I'm pretty
excited. You think
excited.
Addison Russell's pissed?
And no, because I think he's trying to dodge like more of a suspension and stuff. Yeah. He's a bad guy. Yeah, and that's again the trade deadline. If there was none, that probably could have limited Puig's teams more because the team he was linked the closest with was San Francisco, and we were saying okay that'd be fun, and then they could trade him. So that option's still kind of there. Yeah, man, I'm excited for baseball. The DH in the NL. You know, I know it's not confirmed, but Kaster mentioned this on his talk show the other day. But like a team like the Mets, like DH Cano, you could put a better defender at second base. Cano's well rested, so he can probably hit better from the DH spot. You just make such a better product, and that's where I haven't fully dove in. That I think there's some teams that can really do well with this, and I wonder if there's other teams that are kicking themselves because we talked to Jack Flaherty, who's been really open with us. Jose Martinez for them has been a great hitter for years, but they couldn't find a spot in them for the field, so they finally traded him to Tampa, and now this year he probably would have been in the middle of their lineup every day, same team that traded away Luke Voit. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Like, just off the top of my head, like, I know Charlie Blackmon's been pretty awful defensively for the past few years. Like, you could DH him almost every day.
You gotta get healthy first.
Gotta get healthy first.
We're gonna do this on Talking Yanks.
We're excited.
Clearly, we're very excited.
We're excited.
That's the half. Finish your coffee. You got a tiny bit left.
Saving that.
Okay. All right.
So
Cool.
finish your coffee. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the chat. D. Harkin says Jake is looking rough. Thank you.
The mustache, when it gets to that level,
It's so bad.
it's just because, especially
so
like
bad.
the way you can see it on the TV.
Yeah.
It's like right over the mic, and it highlights it a little bit more.
It's depending on the male development, 8th grade to sophomore year mustache, right here.
Yeah. And everyone is like, why don't you just shave that, dude?
Right.
But it's his first ever mustache. So he's walking
Right.
around sophomore year and he's like, but I can grow it. I'm so
Right.
proud that I can grow it. It's like Michael Cera's mustache.
Dad moved out a decade ago, you know? I don't know what to do. Why'd you laugh?
I don't know.
David, a state?
Don't do that racist state, Rhode Island.
Yeah. I think you already
No.
did Rhode Island.
I did
Racist.
Rhode Island once.
Racist BBD.
Trying to throw a curveball in this. So, Rhode Island, apparently racist. Aubrey Huff, Kurt Schilling, not accusing them of anything. I would never accuse someone of anything.
Yeah.
But people have called them racist before. Big racism tone over the last month or so. So you would think I would go with Alabama, but I'm not.
Okay. Good win
I'm
for
going
Alabama.
with Mississippi because that's next to it and also
Yeah.
racist, and I don't know when else I'd use it. And we're going to talk about schools later, and they have bad schools.
Mississippi still has the Confederate flag. as the
Yeah,
flag,
are they
right?
getting rid of that?
I think so.
Mississippi flag.
We're getting an Amazon purchase.
Did not spell Mississippi right. Which is tough because everyone knows the song.
SSSSPP.
ISSIPPI. Because, yeah, there's a Mississippi State football player, the running back who's... But hopefully more Mississippi gets behind it.
That's a nice comment. Jake is a stocky version of Jared Leto.
Usually Fat Dave Franco comes around.
That's nice.
Um,
He's got a fantastic
take.
wife. I love her.
know what I watched over the weekend a little bit?
This is the end.
Knocked Up.
Katie loves Seth Rogen, so we watch This Is the End.
It's got some good jokes in there.
Knocked Up's funny.
Knocked Up's good. They do the James Franco. You almost don't realize like he's kind of a part of that crew in that movie
Yeah.
because that was kind of before like they all started doing everything together all the time. And he just has a cameo where he's being interviewed because he's a star on E, and she's getting morning sickness. It's a really good scene. He's just like the really confused, frustrated star that like. You guys all know this sucks, right? But like, I can't get mad at this because if a star gets mad at this, they're a bad guy.
Bad. Yeah.
So,
It's good. Amazon purchase something we want.
yeah.
And we also have an Amazon affiliate account now.
right.
So if you purchase something and everyone that listens to JJR wants to also
Yeah.
purchase it, and they also want to be nice to us, they can use our link that we'll put underneath the show,
Okay.
and then we get some kickback or some shit like that. I don't
I'll
know.
find something
I
good.
don't get how it works.
I always think of something.
But a lot of people brought those massagers that we bought.
Yeah, we
So it would have been nice.
Would
Would have been nice to have, like, if you're not going to sponsor us, at least.
I fucked my dog on that one.
Jeez. Add it to the montage when it eventually comes out that Jake's dog fucker.
Should I get like an electric scooter, bro?
I feel like
I'm the guy who dies on an electric scooter.
yeah, or gets robbed, like it gets stolen from you. Something bad. That something bad happens if you get an electric scooter.
How much do you think it costs for electric scoot?
Also, it
The
would
one I'm currently looking at from 9bot.
$150. $500.
It's like a nice one. It's made by Segway.
Oh, I don't care anymore. $900.
$7.99.
It would be cool to get electric scooters to go to the stadium
Yeah.
instead of having to walk there.
Yeah. The electric skateboards don't do it for me.
No, I don't like those. Or those little like wheelie pads. What are those things called? I'm actually, the heli pads. You just stand on them. You lean and you lean back.
Like the shoes with wheels?
No, it's like it's like
Oh, the big one wheel?
no, fuck that.
Those are nuts.
No, They were blowing up on people.
Oh, my God.
It was back in like 2015, 2014. They got really popular.
And they call them hoverboards, but they don't hover.
Yeah. Hoverboard scooter.
Hoverboards.
Yeah. My cousin had one of those. They were so fun. These, Jake. These.
Good podcasting.
So
Looking
this
at the
thing
screen.
is awesome. It's a self-balancing, two-wheeled
Well,
electric
BBD's
I
got
never got into
BBD's
those.
got
Like a
this
mini
screen. You can
Segway,
share
but
it.
just
if you
no
want.
handlebar.
I never
I'm
got
gonna give
into
you a quick
those.
unboxing,
I don't know if you'd like
how to
'em.
ride,
I don't
and
like
my
'em.
review.
They're so fun when you're on them, but a slight fuck up, you kick your own ass.
I remember when those were big at your house one Christmas or whatever it was.
Yeah, my cousin brought them. So, all right, I'm looking at electric scooters now.
This mutter was a mutter.
Do we want an electric scooter? This is the same one you're looking at, Segway, $800. This other one's $370. Oh, here's one for $97, dude. Razor.
Razor, yeah, I see that one. The Core E90?
I
I don't really want one. So,
You don't think it's good content if we get two of these and ride to the
I
stadium?
mean, it's fantastic content. That was never the debate.
Yeah, it's a company purchase.
Know what it is, man? That's a slippery slope for me.
Because once you take walking
I
out of your
never
life,
walk again. Ever again.
that's true. That's funny. All right, let's go to the news.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A dead iguana being stored in a freezer forced a pizza place to close for the day. A Florida meth head tried to steal an airplane. He said he needed to transport marijuana to California and meet his girlfriend. So I don't understand why they didn't let him. A Barcelona opera reopens with an audience of plants. Jake?
I get that.
Yeah. And New York City's hottest sex club is doing socially distanced orgies. No, you're not. No, you're not. And thousands sign a petition to rename Columbus, Ohio to Flavortown after native son Guy Fieri. New Jersey is the least patriotic state in America. A study finds we're currently out on studies, so we'll have to dive into that.
Well, we are in on studies.
We're in on fake studies. But we're out on other people doing fake studies. Schools can open safely if students wear masks and socially distance. That's news? Oh, my God.
I read the news today, oh boy.
All right. Where do you want to go first? Dead iguana?
You said it.
There's like a picture of the freezer. Dead iguana being stored in freezer forces pizza place to close. Geez, the opening line. The next time you're in West Palm Beach, consider skipping the pizza at Pizza Mambo. I don't understand. Why was it in there?
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, right? Some people might like this.
I've got a, in my head, I'm currently like sad, guy at the pizza place, loved his pet iguana, died. Want to keep it fresh for a little bit.
Yeah. How long was he in there? The reptile was given as a personal gift to the owner. It was stored in a separate freezer away from the restaurant's food and was immediately trashed after they were informed it was a violation. Well, I don't get it. Someone gave him a frozen iguana, or someone gave him iguana, it died, and he put it in the freezer?
I mean, it's being stored in the freezer. I mean, do iguanas live in Florida? Are those what those little lizards are called?
Iguanas are big lizards, I thought.
Right.
Dude, this article by John Paluska doesn't give us any information.
Yeah.
Was the iguana a pet that died and he put it in the freezer? Or did someone give this restaurant owner a frozen dead iguana?
It was... Okay. The restaurant could not be reached for comment, but employee of the South Florida Sun Sentinel that the reptile was given as a personal gift to the owner. It was stored in a separate freezer away from the restaurant's food and immediately trashed after they were informed it's a violation.
What is immediately what got trashed?
The dead iguana.
Thrown in the trash? Okay.
So I guess there's some rumors that iguana as a food is considered a delicacy. So they're thinking that they might have been
offering...
flipping some Iggy pizza.
How could iguana be good? You know? Oh my God, there's a YouTube video here. It says frozen iguanas fall out of trees in Florida.
Oh, I would not click that.
I already did.
Don't click that. They probably got like an emergency ice storm and it was really sad.
Well, if BBD wants to put it on the big screen, he can.
And he doesn't.
Yeah, it's been up.
Executive order
It's up?
to not do that.
They're just... Frozen iguanas are falling from the sky. Like, it says it snowed in Florida? That sucks. This feels like we might have done it. Oh, it was back when the bomb cyclone hit. But there's no actual footage of frozen iguanas. It's just how, whatever.
Really sad.
Well, things die, Jake.
Sure.
You told me I was going to die.
You will.
Damn it.
I'll be sad in heaven that day.
Florida meth head. Here he is. Tried to steal a plane. How about that? He said he tried to steal an airplane in New Smyrna Beach. Said he needed the aircraft to transport marijuana to California and meet his girlfriend there. It's funny that he could have just said, I wanted to meet my girlfriend. But he included, no, it's for marijuana too, if I'm being honest with you. 22 years old. A fixed-wing, single-engine plane valued at $1 million.
Wow.
Air traffic control alerted the police that a distress signal was coming from the plane and an arrest. So he actually stole it and got in the air? I don't know.
Ground control to Major Tom.
I don't really get this one. It sounded interesting. It wasn't.
Yeah, that fell apart pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, we got this opera. Barcelona Opera reopens with an audience of plants.
I think there's some studies out there that say, like, if you talk to plants, they, like, are healthier or something.
Yeah, and if you cook with love, it tastes better.
Well...
did you see the image of it?
I think I have not.
It's actually, like, it's kind of badass. I was going to hate it. It's kind of...
NPR.
It's kind of badass.
That is kind of badass.
Yeah, yeah.
This picture is badass. If I was performing on the stage, I think I would be scared.
It's like, on the morning show, someone reminded me of the Goosebumps books.
Right.
This is a Goosebumps
This is a
movie.
Goosebumps scene. This is an apocalypse scene. This
Dude,
is
I think
trees
this is
come to
literally
life.
a Goosebumps book where, like, the plants... There's, like, a... Or is it that classic play? The guy in his... With the plants. The fuck is that play? The plants start coming to life and, like, intertangling, like, taking over.
In a study performed by the Royal Horticulture Society, huge,
Yeah.
researchers discovered that talking to your plants really can help them grow faster. They also found the plants grow faster to the sound of a female voice than to the sound of a male voice. What are you going to say?
I politely don't buy it. As politely as I can, I'm going to guess that study's kind of bullshit, like the cat one from yesterday.
Cat one from yesterday. Guys. Come on. We've got a comment in the chat. Cooking with love is a real thing. I believe that.
Little Shop of Horrors. Thank you,
that.
Jill. That's the one I was talking about.
I believe that.
Cooking with love. Yeah, if you pay more attention to something, it'll come out better.
Yeah, maybe that's the...
That's like the main thing. Like that's why they say
Maybe that's
when they did a big study on why bagels are better in New York and New Jersey, in the East Coast than like California and Midwest. Because everyone's like, it's the water. It's the water in New York. My mom still says that. It's the water. I'm like, no, the study that they did, and I read the study and I found it, because it's a very simple answer, Jake.
Sure.
New York, what would a bagel bakers?
Bagel bakers,
spent
rutabagas.
twice as long on an individual bagel than the rest of the country.
What study was that from?
I don't know, but I read it. They just did the average time people make
plants
bagels.
Grow better if you eat them while they grow.
But you didn't give me any factual information, like this as a tangible result.
Right, it's talking to them. Mine was talking to the plants. Yours is spending more time on them.
Yes, like letting the dough ferment, whatever the phrase is.
You talk to the plants and they grow better.
Again, not tangible there.
Tangible.
There's no tangible.
Talking.
What's the result? You have to tell me.
They grow bigger.
There's no.
That's the result in the study. That's what I'm telling you.
The most open-ended thing.
That's what I'm telling you.
How long did they talk to him?
I'm sorry, the guy at the bagel store in Jersey's working so slow.
No, he works. But they wake up at like 3 a.m.
Just saying.
No, I don't think you get.
We're not a studies pod. I mean, I fully get it, but
that study's bullshit.
It's the water. Susan's got it.
No, it's funny. They were like, yeah, bagel makers in California kind of just make them in like 3 hours, and the average bagel in New York's like a fucking 10-hour process or something like that. Yeah, makes more sense. So if that's what cooking with love means, that you just try harder and are more careful, yes, I believe it. All right, next story is a doozy. Hollywood Sex Club.
A.K.A. Hollywood.
New York City's sex club, not Hollywood. It's the hottest New York City sex club is doing socially distanced orgies. We got like maybe a not safe for work shot, a little butt, tasteful. He's got her tied up. I don't know. They're open for frisky business. As New York City emerges from lockdown and enters into phase 2 of reopening Monday, a Soho sex club, we live in New York now, you can check this out if you want, is navigating how to get down and dirty while still staying squeaky clean. In order for the members only, you're out, group called Not Safe for Work, which stands for New Society for Wellness. No, that's not what it stands for.
Well, now it stands for two things.
To open their clubhouse doors again. Like imagine if we make a club called MLB and it's called like My Left Boob. To open their clubhouse doors again.
I'm going to check out the website just to help with the story.
We had to figure out how to do this in the safest way possible where no one feels at risk or in danger, but can still enjoy themselves. So what are you doing? What does it mean? Mandatory temperature checks at the door, bringing a separate change of clothes in a plastic bag, wearing a mask. They have their own branded mask, gloves, using sanitation stations throughout the space, and of course, no new sex, which means you can't hook up with anyone besides the partner you came with. What's that mean then? You're just going to go bring your girlfriend and have sex while
around other people.
Okay, so it's more like exhibitionism than an orgy.
Orgy.
Well, they're only sleeping with one person.
Yeah.
Just in front of people. It's not an orgy.
Group of people having sex.
I've always thought an orgy meant trading partners. And
I'll definition orgy, but I think it's a group of people having sex. A wild party, especially one involving excessive drinking and unrestrained sexual activity.
So this is very restrained.
I wouldn't say very restrained. You can do whatever you want. Just not in multiple people.
My definition of orgy is...
Your definition of orgy.
Yeah.
That's fair. They're, So I've got good and bad news.
They have booty painting performances. All right, hold on. Here's the Dom Cat, a professional dominatrix and fetish wrestler, was one of the first to dip her toes, butt, and bosom into the new kind of sex party. So she has a whole bunch of quotes here describing it.
Right.
When you walk in, there's a bowl of masks, a bowl of black gloves, and hand sanitizer. So everyone has access to it right away.
Yeah.
And everything is cleaned like crazy. She covered her butt in paint and sit on stuff. That's her performance. She covers her butt in paint and sits on stuff. She makes flowers with her vulva. Usually, I'm jammed on a couch with someone, passing a spliff. A couple people are in the back having sex, and there's lots of moaning. This was not that. But once she got into her groove of porn and knifing candle wax off of a bratty submissive, she was more grateful than ever to be back in business, even just spanking someone, that skin-on-skin touch feels so good.
It's true.
She says, you're like, that's another person. There's warm flesh under there. Oh, my God. I missed it.
I think I just saw a butthole. It looks like they're having a Send Noobs party on July 1st. You never forget your first time.
You're at the website?
Oh, yes.
What's it like?
It's great. Unless you don't like seeing a butthole. Yeah, this looks like a crash course on everything you need to know. Some insight and info. We will teach guests how to ask for sex and receive it.
May I have some sex?
Dress code is black.
I'm going to it. It's ns-fw.com.
Participation is never required. Ideal.
So how many good dudes just sit in the corner and watch?
Yeah, I mean, so many.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's BBD's job.
This sounds so cool. It's so much. It's probably so much like Always Sunny orgy. What's the password?
Yeah.
Orgy.
I'm
Frank, what the
interested.
fuck is this?
I'm interested.
It's just a buffet.
Get access. Build a profile.
This says New Jersey is the least. Oh, first Guy Fieri, 1,000 signed petition to rename Columbus, Ohio to Flavortown after native son Guy Fieri.
Can upgrade to an unlimited digital pass for $50.
You getting a $50 pass to the sex club?
So you have to apply.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's what it said at the beginning. You can't just let anyone
Well, now
in.
I kind of need to know if they'd accept me.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
I mean, 1,000 signed a petition, so that doesn't mean anything. But
Yeah.
whatever. You like Guy Fieri?
I do. I respect the game.
I'm mixed
He's
on him.
himself.
Katie doesn't like him. I really like Guy's Grocery Games.
Sure.
That show, I enjoy it. If I have to watch something with my mom and Luke, I'll put that on because it's quick.
Right.
It's 20
It's
minutes.
there.
The cooking is stuff that I can do. Like I saw a guy make biscuits on it. And I was like, oh, Luke, we can
Sure.
make those. Those are easy. Katie doesn't like him. The look is a lot. I think, you have to understand it. The way he changed his name to Fieri, but pronounced Fieri when his name is Guy Ferry is kind of weird. The worst thing he has going for him is when he was on Hot Ones, he was kind of a dick. So Katie's like, I don't like him. He was a dick on Hot Ones. But I like him. But the Hot Ones appearance did make me think oh, dude, why are you being a dick?
Well, I mean, part of that is the last name thing, which, I mean, if that's how his last name's pronounced, that's how his last name's pronounced.
Well, it's not his last name.
I think it is.
No, his name's Guy Ferry. He changed his name to Fieri.
I think there's a whole, Italian-American culture thing there.
Yeah, I mean, but he still just changed his name.
Kind of. I mean, can I go by Storiali?
But his name was Ferry.
So he actually got it changed.
Yes. Yes. His name is
Okay, I'm not seeing that in any of his stuff.
Born Guy Ferry.
Okay.
And then he changed it to Fieri.
Fieri.
Because he wanted to become
perfect.
He wanted to become a chef.
Yeah, that's sales.
But
that's sales 101.
But what sucks is he changed his name and it's spelled Fieri.
Right.
So he gets very touchy when you don't say Fieri, and it's dude, this isn't even your fucking name. But it's weird.
I mean, if someone called your dog McDougal, do you think that would bother you?
No, people do that all the time.
Okay.
I don't care.
I think Guy Fieri gets hate from
his look.
The people that have made him a cult following. I think Guy Fieri has stayed in his lane.
Fieri.
I think he's stayed in his lane.
Yeah, I think he's funny.
And that's
I like his show. But I understand why people are taken back.
It's it's kind of our Bryce Harper argument in baseball. Bryce Harper has stayed in his lane and done his thing. If you don't like that, that's on you.
Yeah.
But he does his thing.
There's also that funny image of Guy Fieri signing he's at a festival. He signs a TV dinner box, a frozen dinner box, hands it out to the crowd. They asked him about the hot ones. I don't think he liked it, I guess. I don't know. But that's my best friend, Sean Evans, so don't talk shit.
Right.
But don't change Columbus, Ohio to Flavortown, obviously.
Disagree. Have some fun.
Maybe for a day. Guy Fieri Day.
I mean, you can... I think you could define a whole city around this. If you make it Flavortown... If you literally made it Flavortown, I think you'd have one of the most booming restaurant scenes in the world.
Well, go take a town that's close to Columbus. Is it Columbus?
Columbus.
Go take a town that's close and just like it's a small little
Why you
area.
got to change the other town, bro?
No, it doesn't exist yet. Like, create a town in some open land and put a bunch of restaurants there.
I don't think there's any open land.
There's open land. We can find open land.
I think that's all been taken, dude.
Nah.
You think there's just unclaimed land in Ohio?
You got to buy it from a town, but they're not using it, so you're not changing any residencies.
That's tough. I think you just get rid of Columbus, the name, because he was a bad guy, and use this as a rebranding. Use this like Guy Fieri did with his last name.
Is Columbus, Ohio named after Christopher Columbus?
Yeah.
Guessing? Yeah. That's why they want to change it?
Yeah.
I just thought they wanted to honor Guy. I didn't realize they wanted to change Columbus. Columbus has been a bad guy forever.
Right, but that's kind of the whole point of everything going on in the world is that we've kind of shrugged our shoulders and been like,
Yeah, now with Columbus, it's really weird. Columbus is weird because in his time, they arrested him for being a bad guy.
Sure, but he did a good... I mean, dude, it's how the world has has revolved forever. People still like O.J. Simpson because he was a really good football player.
Yeah.
Killed a human.
Luke didn't know a lot
Columbus for kind of discovering a country.
Okay.
Like, that was the trump card for years.
Look at this patch of land. We'll just change this square into Flavortown and make it a booming restaurant industry.
No.
It works.
No.
Don't
try to steal my Super Bowl New Mexico idea.
I found a patch of land. There's nothing here. Darby Knolls is the neighborhood. I'm changing it. Right by Lake Darby.
Flavortown, baby.
Yeah, Columbus was more a product of... It's bad. But it's like... It's weird because like he was a bad guy in his time, but people wanted to hear it. Like Abner Doubleday. Like baseball just wanted a face to a name. Like,
people want to be a part of like history.
Same thing. Like who created baseball, and they just made up that Abner Doubleday did.
Right.
Who found America? But clearly Columbus didn't find America.
Right.
So they just made him up.
Right.
And it just made a hero. They should just make completely fictional heroes. Because the real person's always going to have...
I mean, they call those Marvel, and you hate those people too, so...
Dude, I got
Tough.
I got an email today to be on a TV show.
Okay.
Make a cameo on a TV show about baseball. I forget what it's called. Like On Deck. It's coming soon. Amazon? I don't know where it's coming.
Sure.
And it's like, cool, I'll make a cameo. I'm an expert actor and all that shit. We'll figure that out. I didn't respond yet. But his last sentence was... His last sentence, like, but I gotta know, do you like Marvel movies? And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna take a sour.
Why did you make that the last sentence of the email, dude? Like, how am I supposed to respond? Like, nah, they don't really do it for me.
I mean, maybe they're doing a segment where they compare players to Marvel superheroes or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But,
That's why he's inquiring.
Yeah. So, it was the final thing is. Before I dive in and explain, are you a Marvel fan?
Right.
So maybe he didn't want to explain a bunch of shit, and I would like, dude, I don't know any of that.
Exactly.
I get it now.
He saved you time.
Saved me time. Yeah, I'll respond.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. No, not a Marvel fan. When I did Six Pack Cinema, they made me watch Thor, and I was shocked that people liked it.
It's a good movie.
Shocked. So, bet of the day, is that where we're at? Is there any news stories I skipped?
Tell me, Big Daddy.
BBD, is there any that you think we need to talk about?
There's the Jersey study thing.
Least patriotic state.
Don't really care, but
This is some bullshit study, so we'll see.
It's a study.
Yeah, we'll see. How did they determine that New Jersey was the least patriotic state? Because I guarantee you Alaska doesn't give a fuck about continental U.S. America. I once had a teacher from Alaska in Australia, And they said to him, "Oh, you're both Americans." And he said, "I'm not American. I'm Alaskan." I was like, shit, okay. We're not from the same place. A new study ranked New Jersey the worst patriotic state. So what's that? Not the least, just the worst?
I guess there's kind of a difference between being the least patriotic and the worst at being patriotic.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Wallet Hub,
Didn't read it.
Wallet Hub used 13 categories to break down which state showed the most patriotism, including the state's military enlistees, the number of adults who voted. Oh, my God, I don't care.
Yeah, this is...
So if the only way they're gauging patriotism is by enlisting in the military and voting, I'm not patriotic, according to this study.
You're not.
So, but I love America, and I hate the bad parts of America, and I love the good parts. And I'm rooting for the country every damn day. But I'm not patriotic, according to this study.
Very Jersey of you.
You're not patriotic either.
Very Jersey of you.
Damn. I mean, once again, just an absolutely dumb study.
Yeah, you can make a study and a headline about literally anything.
We're about to do it. It's our new game plan. It's our new game plan. We are going to be the study kings.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
Bet of the day. It's the bet of the day. Today we will be doing the bet of the day. Jakey, yesterday you placed a bet on, where do I look? BBD, can you give me an update on the bet of the day situation?
He picked Tottenham over West Ham in the EPL. You agreed with him.
And what happened?
They won 2-0. West Ham had an own goal, and then who scored in the 82nd minute?
That Harry Kane.
Harry Kane did. So that's free money. Enjoy. I don't think it was the biggest payback on that, but again, we had to get the ball rolling the right way. Speaking of the ball rolling the right way, as much as I'd like to talk about, what was it? Do you know there's a Czech Republic baseball league? You can bet on that today.
Yeah, I almost played in it once.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You're joking.
Yeah, they were doing recruitments, and they ended it with, like, "Are you a Marvel fan?" I said, no, and they said,
Right.
"You're out of the Czech league." So that's why I'm so worried now.
Check yourself. I think just getting this boat back on track. I've got Everton.
Do we have...
playing Norwich City.
Okay.
And it's just Everton to win. It's like an even payback. It's Everton's technically on the road, but I mean, there's really not such a thing as home teams anymore.
All right.
Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. No. I'm trying
Okay.
to use the new sheet. There's home teams. No. Like, baseball will be the only sport where there's a home team because there's a very big difference between leading off and
Right.
top of the inning, bottom of the inning.
Changes the game.
Yeah.
The dynamic.
Mm-hmm. No other sport, it's just fans. Which, football, NFL is huge because of crowd noise. Like, that's a huge factor for offense. Offense trying to run the game. But now it's like baseball is the only difference between home and away, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So wait, can you give it to me again? I'm going to put it in the sheet because I want to
Okay.
start using this again so I don't have a confused brain.
Everton to beat Norwich City.
And Everton's the home team?
Everton. Norwich City's the home team.
Everton's technically away.
Norwich.
They're still
I added a tab for this year's bets that I'm trying to use now.
Yeah, I'm going to clean it up afterwards and delete everything else. I'm just going to put this.
That's how he works, David. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, this is way too cluttered. Norwich, Everton. Is there a
Opinion.
spread?
No.
Just to pick 'em?
Yeah.
And you're taking Everton.
Yes.
Okay. Who's the favorite?
Just barely to win.
Okay.
You might want a little sprinkled cheese on the draw. I don't think Norwich wins today.
I love sprinkling on the draw. You got that last time.
Yeah.
You said sprinkle the draw. You got it. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that was an under and a draw. That was a double win day.
That was huge. And you won yesterday, so you're back on the right track.
Back on the right
track. I agreed with you. So, like, part of me wants to, have a good week here. You and I go 3-0 together. That's the dream. I just got to make sure. Like, Everton just lost to Chelsea. They haven't won in a long time. They haven't won since February 8th.
Crony.
Norwich got green logo, though, so they suck. Norwich also. Norwich tied Sheffield. Norwich tied Tottenham. Southampton just blew Norwich off. All right, I'm going to agree with you. Had to get some info. Down.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
That's the bet of the day. Everyone go win money.
Go win money. I put my Amazon purchase on the JJR sheet.
What you get?
I got a pair of sunglasses.
But what about?
They're hyper douchey. As you've noticed, I haven't been wearing my sunglasses. I gave them as a gift to the newly engaged Connor Widman. Life moves on. And I'm going to get sponsored by a sunglasses company, I've decided.
Okay.
But I figure this will be something for the people. Maybe it can be one of the something we can bond over.
Okay, I bought this.
I think they're like $15, as douchey as they come.
Here, baby, I put them on the. Oh my God, I put them on the.
Yeah.
I put them on the sheet that you have access to. Oh my God.
Have a sunglasses day.
I mean, these are wild.
They get the point across.
Throw them on the screen.
I was actually looking for something a little more obtuse, but these are
going to make your head look tiny.
Fundamental. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how big they are.
Because this guy in the picture, I don't think he has a tiny head.
No, I think that guy's kind of got a Dave Franco head.
You think so?
Yeah.
These are huge.
I mean, look at his goatee.
Well, there's a woman's head down here. Okay, they're going to be big. They look like snowboarding goggles. That's exciting.
I don't think they're that big. I mean, they'll look big on me, but I don't think they're that. Oh, they might be big.
They're huge.
They might be big.
I think
that in that under eye area, that's always the struggle for me. Yeah. Everything gets hung up on the nose.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a look. It'll be a look. Everyone enjoy.
Right. Well, if anyone wants to go buy those, we'll put the link underneath the YouTube, and then you can look like Jake.
Sorry.
Enjoy. Everyone enjoy your fantastic day. Goodbye. Farewell. Do good.